To start with, my first question would be, what is your philosophy of practice management? Just wanted to understand for the, benefit of everybody. It would be really
Absolutely.
helpful.
So we all, as a financial planners or talk about financial industry people, have to learn. That's one thing which and just to correct it, I am almost 20 years in this industry now, and first batch of CFPs, because it was 2006. I completed. I started in 2005 and completed in 2006-7 batch. The first batch of CFPs. So see what I realized over a period of time. That's the first segments when industry was just starting off. It was like we were also the monkeys to be tested on as far as CFPs are concerned. Believe me, I had to catch hold of professors, and we had to make a group of people to learn, because there was nobody to teach us. They were not also aware about what exactly financial planning is going on. But evolving from there, people not understanding what financial planning is. Now the industry has learned. Not just the industry people, I'm talking about people across India are also looking forward to right planning. And that's, I think, spread of word by media, and people across each of us is being contributing towards that. And so let's answer your first question onto it. What is my philosophy of being into financial planning, you're asking about?
Yeah, overall, your complete practice management, the way you deal with your customers, how do you see practice management in your own way?
So frankly speaking, first thing we need to understand is that we all are doing one thing which is common to us, is that that's why we are sitting out over here, is looking forward to clients' interest first. I think I am not the only one. I'm not going to say it, but this is the first motto which has to be thought about, and that should reflect in any communication you are doing it. So that has been not just my communication, the communication your organization does. So I have a team of around 20 people. Each one of them is being fed in it's my culture in my organization which comes into picture, which has to be built up. So that communication goes around, in whether it's a mail, whether it's communication by my team, whether it's communication through me, any communication which reflects that the interest of a client comes first, and that automatically reflects. And that's what my philosophy has been in since 2002 2003 when I started off. As you were sharing my experience and my journey, when I started, it was just 3 months of my journey. I realized that, and that time, if you remember, insurance industries were a luring bank of this, that they used to give gold. Every policy you sell, you get a gold coin or something or the other. So in 3 months, I realized that if I get in these space of targets, I am going to harm somebody or the other. I haven't harmed somebody till now, but the pushing and pulling will harm somebody or the other. And that was the last day I called up my RM of that one of the companies which I was working, and said that you stop giving me any of the targets or showing me any of the target. And till now, I don't have any organizational targets. My organization does not. We work on a target, internal targets, but there's no pressure to the employees also that we need to work on this, or there is some pressure of selling as such. That's not there. So the reason is that when you come into that picture of mode, you compromise things. So that's have been my philosophy as far as journey is concerned, and that reflects in all my organizational structure. So I have people who's sitting down since inception of my organization. They are 17 year, 18 year old people, team which is sitting down over there. So they are all being brought up like this, that this is client first. That's what my objective is. That is what my philosophy is. Sorry.
Awesome. Yes, I think that's the kind of philosophy I'm sure that everybody here and overall as a fraternity has realized, and everybody is in line with following, keeping the client's interest first. That's where we have evolved since last so many years. Thank you so much. So usually, Puneet, what would be, what are the processes that you follow for prospecting and then overall the client onboarding part? How do you actually prospect? How do you look for clients? And then how do you take the whole process forward?
So I'll start with this, Sonesh, that when we started our businesses, each one of you, if people are old in the businesses, if it's 15, 20-year-old people, if you're sitting down, there are a lot of baggages around with us. So the clients which we started off were not for financial planning. They were meant for product selling, and we were selling those products. It's not that we were doing something wrong. We were doing the right thing. But particular plan was being given, or a particular objective was being targeted on, or let's say child plan, or health, or health insurance, or any particular subject was being taken care. But when I learned financial planning, I understood my conscious, and a lot of courses which I was continuous in learning process, I realized that the objective of every person is, end of the day, achievement of his goal. Returns does not matter. I don't think return matters to any of them, and that's what I say to my clients. Return does not matter. At end of the day, if you don't receive what you don't want to have, your all your goals, all your things are gone zero. So if I double your money in 3 years also, but you required 3 times what I've accrued, then what is the purpose? So process started off when in 2008-9 I started doing planning through templates, and it was a tough phase. Older clients I could not target to, because they were not meant to. That's what I would try to tell each one of us, that let's not take them as onboarding and start doing planning for them, because they might not be ready for it right now. So start doing what I do currently is, like last 8 years on plus now, I can say that I have stopped taking any client without onboarding as a financial plan. So nobody comes into my, whether he has a single goal also, he has to onboard through financial plan. It cannot come without that process, whether it's a super HNI also. See, believe me, I was sitting down 2 days back with one of the giants of logistics industries, a 10,000 crore company. I was sitting down with that owner, and I've been in talks with them for the last 2 years. And see, these kinds of people don't just come in like immediately. He said that I am been testing you, and he's been testing me, and I've been always following up. It was a pandemic time, so slowed down a little bit, but he knew that he is being chased by all those top banks and wealth management companies. They are not easy to, they are all being lured by these things. And the only thing which differs us from them is that we always think about their holistic. So I am talking about, I am not doing planning. I'm not doing investments of any other, okay, this product. These all organizations are coming in selling it individual products. Correct. They are coming in more of target sales. And that shows to their intent. And these people also understand. They are not fools. They are running so big organization. They understand. When I was talking to them that I am not talking about this, I'm talking about your holistic planning. And I've been talking last 2 years. He shared to me this last meeting that I need succession planning. I need wills. I need organization. I've been running in businesses. I'm not able to look after any of the goals, which I need to plan it out. He said that we need that. And I want to put you across in a bridge between all these organizations, which is putting pressure onto me. They have to take those pressures, and we have to filter them out, giving them the right direction. That's what he onboarded me. And I'm completely coming as a fee-based over here. So there can be different ways, but these people also need financial planning. That's what I'm trying to put across. It's not just we target only on the ground that, okay, salary needs, there are a lot of filtration when I started off. That businessman does not need financial planning. They don't share things. They don't disclose things. But believe me, they need these things. Just it's a way of making them understand. The communication should be strong. You should believe in that. And if you have that strong put across, because we get lured, ke chalo, whatever business is coming, let's grab that. And we get into trap of that. So if you restrict yourself, no, that's why it took 2 years to get onboarding of that person. Otherwise, I could have lured him, put across a product, and could have got into the businesses immediately also. But this has made relationship much stronger, because now he's thinking that I am a part of family. That's what I always believe. So this has been a process now. No onboarding, whether it's a 20-year-old girl who's coming over with a single goal, also has to go through a process of financial planning, because that person who is 20-year or 25-year-old is also going to earn a lot in next 5-10 years. So if you start building her relationship with in this process, it gives a lot of strong relationship is created in that.
Interesting.
That's what my process.
Interesting. So, I have also, seen that, a lot of clients do not give data. That's usually the, the thought process, as, it's a limitation from our side. But what I have seen is that, as an advisor, we are not able to present a value proposition to them, wherein if we are not able to show them what is the definitive kind of output we are going to give them, so that they are very open to give that data, the complete information on those fronts. So if you look at the way the whole process of financial planning is structured, I think it makes a very good sense to them also, and they become open to getting into this. So to this, my next question was that how does this process of financial planning help you in better client engagement, and have your discussions become more meaningful? How has been your conversations with the customers? Are they different from what was product selling and now doing it through a financial planning?
So I'll share you one current example. Today's morning example. One of my close friend, she's a single person, and she's around 40-year-old, 38, 39, and not married yet. And she said, Puneet, I need your help. You've been always talking, but I never post him if you need to do all this and that. But she said that I need your help, and because I need to plan myself and things has to be done. I said, yes, absolutely. I'm there to help you out. But what is important is that being a friend, you might not share me things, but if you don't share me things, I won't be able to help you out. So you have to share me each and everything, each and every liability, each and every assets to me. Till that time you don't declare me anything, I won't be able to help you out. So it's not just a friend. There will be your highest client also. It can be a businessman or anything. You have to put them across very strongly. You need to be adamant that I cannot do business without understanding you. If you become leverage because of our own self, you can say closures, we tend to early closures. We tend to start business without planning. So if you take it on those grounds that, okay, I need disclosure, I need to have all those things. Before that, I won't start. Leave it that client, chase him, not chase him, but continue relationship. But don't onboard this person I'm talking about she's a 7-year-old friend of mine. And she knows, and I've always told her, but when she's ready with it, I will not start without that. So she's coming on board only and only when everything is on my table. So whether you take 7 years or 5 years or 3 years, it doesn't make a difference. But when you make that relationship, then it's complete. But how can you help her out? How can I help her out? I can't just give a solution to one. It's just like giving a dose of your headache. Let's have a Disprin. That's what I explain to them. That I cannot work like this. I work on this principle. And believe me, the question which you're coming out, the engagement is very, very strong, because now that person will go anywhere else. Absolutely not go anywhere else. Believe me, when you are talking about not just numbers, you're talking about building relationships, you are talking about his objectives, you're talking about her objectives, whatever that is, you're talking about need to meet this, you're talking about you're not doing it today, you're doing it for tomorrow, you're not talking about that you need to start immediately, you're talking about building his structure. She does not know where she's standing. That's the first thing I talk about. Do you really know what is your net worth? If you don't know those things, then how can you talk about it? We all create, as a businessman, know about our balance sheets. But how many of us as a personal level knows create our own personal balance sheet? So I talk about, as a financial plan is our balance sheet. And what are we working for? What are we working for? Are we working for our businesses, or are we working for our families? The answer comes on. It's for families. It's for personal reasons. Nobody is working for businesses.
Right. So,
Am I right?
yeah, correct, perfectly right. So, even I've spoken to a lot of advisors across. Even my personal experience has been that since we have this, I spoke about the kind of value proposition we have, like in the methodology of financial planning. The conversations, that with the customers that you build around, that actually builds a very good confidence in them. And most of the times I've seen that when the markets are very volatile, it helps them understand it better. And I feel a lot of redemption pressures and all those loss of business and loss of clients, all those things can be capped. That's something which I've seen. It helps a lot. So my last question to you, Puneet, what role does IFA play in your whole setup, and how has it helped you?
Believe me, today morning I'm not going to name that person. He's a very senior journalist in one of the he was actually, he's retired now, and he's doing a CFP. He's pursuing CFP, and he called up. He was chasing me for last 1 week to get a fix a meeting with me, and my EA was not able to coordinate. So today morning we just sat down and I was discussing, because now the curriculum of CFPs are that you have to have an internship done under some CFP, and moreover you need to create a financial plan.
Correct.
And so the point is that I showcased your product to him because he wanted to understand. I showcased where I started off when I created my template. When I created the first template from where we started working, the huge change which came in after IFA now, because I can now show the net results coming on, show them. So how I start my practice with, how I start prospecting people, I don't talk about them. I tell them that first understand what financial planning is. Have a 1 hour session with me. Understand what financial planning is. Till that time, I'm not onboarding you. First, you need to have first sitting with me. Preferably, your wife should be there, or both spouses should be there. That's what first structure comes into. That first meetings, I showcase a past one of my clients' portfolio, which I've taken a permission, which I've already, and I talk about it that this has to be very well communicated, that this portfolio has been shown, because I've already communicated to that person, and in confidentiality we don't share anything. This has to be very well communicated, because people won't share if you are not confidential.
Yes.
So that's very, very important to emphasize that you are confidential. And why I'm showing this is because of this reason, that I've taken a permission. Then I portray that person's, because that has all the structures in place. We start with the net worth. We talk about how we plan it out, how the expenses and incomes are being managed, how we correlate it to then coming out to be analyzing all the assets together, putting them together, then coming out to be goal planning. And when we show the goal planning, we describe all those things, that what is the purpose. End of the day, you need to understand the gap. When they realize that, okay, this is what I also need. I am also not aware about where am I going. And all those goals which you're talking about, 50% are similar to what each one of us, whether it's retirement, whether it's with child education, whether it's home planning, whether it's buying a car. These are common goals of each person. And they all are facing the same challenges, that they are not aware about what their child is going to get, where is it going to be. So making them understand this is what financial planning is. And IFA now is damn good, because I'm not praising it just because of this. Sunesh has, we have not communicated on this grounds. I think Sunesh is viewing that how much I involve myself into IFA now, because each plan which members are being added, he knows that we are adding so many people in that each day. So we are adding and creating this, because we don't onboard any client without that. So I think IFA now has helped me in. So it's the easiest way. See, I've seen a lot of softwares, and all those softwares make too much of number games. I don't see any. We as a people, anybody, if you become too technical now, it does not communicate.
Yeah.
As a person, we just need to communicate them that what is your need. That need has to be realized, and a clear picture has to be showcased. So this helps me a lot in making them understand the process. Okay, this is what is needed. And I think that's why I love to use your software as my key object. I'm using this only for last almost 3 years, 4-5 years now.
Yeah, it's 3
4
plus.
years plus.
3 plus,
Yeah,
yeah,
4
yeah.
years.
You were there with the old version. And
Yeah. I used to love that, but now I'm now used to this. Absolutely synced into this.
Correct. Thank you so much for sharing your insights. The way you explained, I think this gives us more confidence to go further. So we have been tracking, or we have been talking to a lot of advisors who have been aggressively or maybe comprehensively using IFA now since last so many years, and we thought that this message needs to go out, so that it helps the whole overall fraternity, and the kind of honest attempt that we have tried to do on the platform, that gets to each and everyone in the industry, so that they are able to change the whole way, the whole way this our industry's practice management works, like that way.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much,
Absolutely.
Puneet, for sharing your insights.